Well, April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and though it's a tough topic to talk about, here to encourage the conversation is Amna Osman, President and CEO of Haven, the longest standing organization in Metro Detroit serving Oakland County, which has been at the forefront of both sexual assault and domestic violence issues for the past 40 years. So Haven has been around for a long time. You've been working to help women in these situations and just generate some conversation. Tell us a little bit more about what it is that you do.
So Haven's been in Oakland County for 43 years providing survivors of domestic and sexual violence comprehensive services. We're more than a shelter. I think we've been known for a shelter for the last 43 years, but we provide more comprehensive services. We actually provide counseling, individual and group counseling for survivors. We also help survivors navigate the legal system, and so we have a social action team, the advocates that go into the courtrooms with survivors to really support them. We have a program that's called the Safe Therapeutic Assault Response Team, which are forensic nurses that really provide what is known as the rape kits and a comprehensive medical examination. We have a crisis and support line that's open 24/7, 365 days to support survivors. It's the point of contact and the point of entry to our organization to really support survivors and help them navigate all services, whether it's internal to Haven or external. And we also provide prevention education.
So when it comes to prevention, having open and honest conversations is really important, but that can be really difficult, I think, for a lot of people to do, to broach and have. Of course, sexual assault, sexual harassment, both been at the forefront of conversation in recent months, in large part due to the Me Too movement. Has that seemed to open people up at all, or in your experience here in Metro Detroit, has that seemed to make any of these conversations a little easier to facilitate?
I think the Me Too movement has really raised awareness and helped really galvanize Haven's mission. We're able to really support survivors. People are hearing about the information. There's a heightened awareness, and we're really fortunate, even though it was a movement that was started by activists and celebrities and actresses, to really help survivors to be able to speak up and come forward. But I think that's really supported us to be able to access and provide services to more people, and to really have people come forward and to know that Haven is listening. Haven is here to support you. Haven's been in the community for 43 years. We believe survivors, we support survivors. So we're really encouraging survivors to come forward. We have a PSA that we put out to really let survivors know that we're listening, that we're here for them, and that we care for them.
When it comes to sharing stories, that can be a very difficult thing for survivors or people currently going through it to actually open up and reveal and share. So having more people share their stories in public, that just sort of empowers more women to do that as well. And how will this march over the weekend help do that as well?
Yeah, Haven is all about supporting survivors. It's about empowering survivors. And so this march is really a way for us to have our voices heard and to really support survivors, to come together as a community, to really say that we need to talk about sexual assault. We need to support survivors to come forward. We need to help them through the healing cycle. And so it's really a way of all of us coming together to speak up and have our voices heard to really support all survivors.
Yeah, and it's important for everyone to realize that it is an issue in the community and to really see sort of the breadth of it so we can come together and figure out how to move past it and hope that we can put a stop to it one day.
We hope that one day we can eradicate domestic and sexual violence, and that collectively we can make a difference to support survivors and speak up and speak out.
All right, thank you so much. We'll have more information about that march on WXYZ.com.